I earned tens of thousands of dollars as a student while graduating with a 3.9 GPA. I did this while juggling a double major, multiple extracurriculars, traveling abroad, and a vibrant social life. But here is the truth. Despite all of that, there are still things I wish I knew before day one. There are 5 key insights that could have made my experience not just more successful, but way less stressful and much more fulfilling. Today, you'll learn these 5 game-changing secrets that I wish I knew before stepping onto campus, so you can have less mistakes and more successes. These insights will save you time and money while helping you change your life in college. Whether you're just starting to think about college or in your senior year, the last 2 lessons could truly be the difference between just getting by and truly thriving in college. University costs a huge amount of money, so let's make every dollar count. That's why the first secret to college success is get what you're paying for. Outside of a house, college is the second most expensive thing we will ever purchase in our lives. Luckily, this is an investment on the best bet we could possibly have, ourselves. At school, we're doing much more than just buying a diploma. We're investing in our learning and our skills to multiply our earning potential and our benefit to the world throughout the rest of our lives. We're at school to learn about ourselves, interesting topics, and the world at large. If we frame it like that, wouldn't it be worth it to attend every single class and be fully committed to acing every course? Maybe I thought of college like this in the beginning, but that understanding faded over time. While I did end up doing quite well in school, that was through a lot of cramming and not attending every single class. I wish someone had broken down the concept for me of cost per class. I was paying about $25,000 a year for tuition, so $12,500 per semester. Each semester, I would have roughly 5 classes that met twice a week. If you tally that up over the course of a 15-week semester, that means I was paying $83 per class. That means that every single class was costing me about as much as eating dinner at a fancy restaurant. This helps ascribe a more tangible value to each incremental opportunity to learn, rather than the huge, overwhelming top-line figure. Additionally, I doubt I would have thought that missing a class to get an extra hour of sleep or have a bit more downtime was worth throwing away 83 bucks. I did also achieve that 3.9 GPA through lots and lots of cramming. Let's be real, we all know that when we cram last minute for a test, we might do well, but that information doesn't get retained long term. One practice I started but wish I knew earlier was beginning to study for an exam at least 2 weeks before. I know, sounds absolutely crazy for regular old tests, right? But when we do this by studying bit by bit rather than all at once, we actually retain the information long term. We have the time to slowly digest the material over the course of these weeks. And if we do end up needing a last minute surge in studying, the information will be fresh in our memory and ready for access. Studying is a skill in and of itself, and it's more than worth dedicated time to improve. I was so focused on the short-term reward of the A that I lost sight of the greater goal of furthering my long-term knowledge. Grades don't actually matter all that much after college unless we're going to graduate school. I wish I could tell my past self to focus on what I was really paying for. A true education, not just some letters on a page. The last aspect of getting what you pay for is taking advantage of everything our experience includes. Various extracurriculars, study abroad programs, and so much more are often available at zero or marginal costs. These types of included programs can be truly life-changing, so make sure to take advantage. The second secret to college success is be true to yourself. College is a completely new world when compared to high school. All of a sudden, the very structure of our lives disintegrates, and we're thrust into a new and unfamiliar environment. Many of the friendships that we crafted over the course of high school are no longer front and center in our lives. Not only this, but we're faced with a huge decision that could change the rest of our life. What are we going to major in? In times like this, it can be extremely convenient to just take the easy path rather than purposely forging a trail for ourselves. This could look like choosing a major only because it can make lots of money or it's easy. Or it could be giving into peer pressure and FOMO in all the decisions that we make. Regarding a major, I highly recommend giving heavy weighting to factors other than expected salary and ease of coursework. Mainly whether you could see yourself doing this every single day and be excited to do so. I came into school as a kinesiology major but ended up double majoring in business. This was because I kept my mind open to what I enjoyed, tried a variety of different coursework early on, and did a sales job that I excelled at. Eventually, I realized that my original path was not what energized me and made me excited for the future, so I switched. It's totally okay to switch majors to find something that you're better at or more passionate about. We don't need to feel locked in for something that we paid so much money to get. Extracurriculars such as clubs, part-time jobs, or otherwise can be immensely valuable in helping you figure out who you truly are. If our school doesn't have what we want, then we can make it happen ourselves. Once we know our values and our interests, it's time to lean into them. Letting FOMO or peer pressure dictate our decisions is no way to live our life. Paying attention to what the social norms are in our communities and our friend groups is an important way to evaluate their collective values. I wish I was more true to myself earlier in my college career and said no to some of the events that I just felt felt guilted into going to. I've learned since then that while saying no seems negative, it actually makes your yeses much more impactful. If we make sure that our decisions align with our values, then when we say yes, we can truly and fully mean it. This could mean dedicating ourselves to a community, creating a new club, deeply learning our coursework, or creating meaningful friendships. Either way, in college, it's critical to learn who we really are and stay true to ourselves. The third truth I wish I knew before day one of college is find community. Unless it's a very small school, our colleges are likely to be orders of magnitude larger than the high schools we came from. There could be a single lecture in college with more students than there were in an entire grade in high school. In high school, small classes and school sports teams provided ample opportunity to create shared culture and community. But unless we're a high-level athlete or at a community college, these types of opportunities are no longer always available. Even if we have friends coming into our college, it's very important to find new communities to become a part of. I'm not saying that our friends from high school aren't great, but this is the best opportunity that we have in our lives to meet new people. I joined a social fraternity my first semester freshman year. While I don't necessarily recommend doing this, and I might have made a different decision if I did college over again, this did teach me the value of finding a community. Instantly, I had over 50 friends that I knew well and shared common beliefs with. Community can give us a sense of belonging, introduce us to new friends, open up new opportunities for us, and so much more. Just think, where could you see yourself meeting a lifelong friend? The answer is probably not at a college dive bar, but at a club sports team or other topic-specific small group. Now, go find that group. And if it doesn't exist, then make it happen. Hobbies and interest groups are key ways to meet friends with similar interests and values. This is a recipe for lasting, meaningful friendships. While I had dozens and dozens of friends in college, I now only keep in contact with a few. Our quantity of friends can increase fun and opportunities, but our quality of friends can truly change our lives. I'm grateful that I made friends with students who were multiple grades above me during my early years of college. This helped immensely with learning the best tools for school and missing the mistakes that most students make. Overall, having older friends is a great way to get good advice across the board. We shouldn't let perceived social hierarchies or categories limit who we make as our friend. A diverse set of close friends is all we could ever hope for in our community. Our built communities help us find a home in the vast ocean that is our university. Before I reveal the final and most important 2 secrets to college success, I kindly ask that if you gained any value from this video, that you please do subscribe. If you're new here, I share productivity and wellness related videos every other weekend. Time is our most valuable resource, and it would truly mean the world if I've earned the few moments it takes to subscribe. Thank you. Next up is another critical key to succeeding in college, which is own your time. In life, everything you do either costs time or money. You can always make more money, but your time is truly finite. In high school, our time was structured basically minute by minute. From the early morning to the mid-afternoon, at school we were told exactly where to be and what to do. If we were on a sports team, this time management from others extended out into the night. And when we returned home, our parents were the ones in charge of us until it was time to do it again the next day. Now, all of this structure is gone. What a relief, right? Well, this opportunity can also come with some pitfalls. We very likely never had this much time on our hands that we were fully in control of. We will of course have time to have fun, experiment, and enjoy our college experience. But it's also important to prioritize the activities that are truly meaningful. I believe that having a job on top of school is the single best thing that anyone can do for their college experience. I personally worked over 60 hours a week on top of school. While I did make a lot for a college student, I really wouldn't recommend working that much. Even a part-time 10 to 20 hour a week job could truly work wonders. The immediate benefit here is of course money to have fun with and invest. I use some of the money I saved from working to max out my Roth IRA retirement account throughout college. Additionally, a part-time job can help develop our resume and open up new opportunities for the future. Additionally, providing even this small amount of structure to our lives provides additional beneficial decisions about our time. Our work shifts can serve as the foundation to time out the rest of our day, from studying to exercising to taking a nap. Without this structure, there's no urgency to do basically anything, and we can be prone to throwing our time down the drain. With a cap on the free time we have, we can make sure to use it intentionally and meaningfully. Using a free calendar software to just plot out the most important aspects of the day can be hugely impactful. By planning out the positive events that align with our values and our goals, we can make sure to get all of them done while still having plenty of time for fun. This can help us conduct a time audit and visually show us how we're spending our time. Does our expenditure of our time align with our values and our goals? If so, great. If not, we can take that as an opportunity for a positive inflection point and make a change. The final and most important secret to college success is take care of yourself. While we started to get independence in high school, college is a huge step up. We decide what we eat, when we go to bed, and what we do all day, every day. It's extremely easy to fall into unhealthy habits when we're given this exponential increase in autonomy. The freshman 15 is a common term used to describe the typical weight gain that many freshmen experience. While this is just about weight gain, it's a proxy for first-year difficulties in managing this newfound independence in a sustainable fashion. Just like owning our time, we have to own our health and our lives. It's very easy to explain away heavy drinking, eating out often, or not exercising as habits that will go away after college, but they often don't. Not to mention the peer pressure and FOMO that can contribute to us making some not so great decisions. University is where we set ourselves up for success for the rest of our lives, and that includes creating healthy habits. I truly wish that I drank way less in college, as it took me multiple years after graduating to get out of the habit of going out every weekend. However, I was much more successful with implementing other sustainable habits that will last me a lifetime. For example, learning to cook for ourselves is a key skill to learn in college. Since learning this skill, I don't need to rely on eating out often, which can be physically and financially unhealthy. As someone who played multiple varsity sports, it was a difficult transition going into college where no one was telling me when and how to exercise. Creating my own workout schedule and holding myself accountable to it has proved to be invaluable in maintaining my long-term physical health. Now, all of this health talk does not mean don't have fun. College is definitely about trying new things and enjoying our experience, but in a way that sets us up for future success. And developing healthy habits while taking care of our body and minds is a surefire way to do just that. These 5 secrets to college success will set you up for a thriving future, both before and after graduation. But now that you've got those game-changing insights, there's one more thing that made a huge impact in my life. The job that paid me tens of thousands of dollars while in school didn't just teach me time management. It taught me the skills to talk to anyone and build instant connections. You'll be shocked at what this job was and how easy it truly is to connect with anyone you meet. Ready to discover the secrets to infinite charisma? Click the short video on your screen now to learn just that. I'll see you there.